to the President's Podcast with the Black Nurses Association of Greater St. Louis. You are listening live to Dr. Leonora Muhammad, President of the BNA STL.
And I'm your co-host, Mia Glover, the Vice President of BNA STL.
Yes, and welcome to our show today. Today we are having part 2 of an episode entitled A Woman's Worth, because we know that in the African American community, our women have complex and challenging and unique healthcare issues when it comes to our health. So last episode we talked to Bridget Body. She's a mother. She was suffering from Sheehan syndrome. We learned all about that because I had never heard of that. So she talked a little bit about that. We also had April Mickens Jolly on there from Planned Parenthood. She talked about all the services that Planned Parenthood provided. So if you missed the episode, make sure you go check it out. It is on our social media pages. But today we're going to learn about what some women health bosses are doing in the community in the St. Louis area. So we got a special guest today that we're going to talk to. So first, let me introduce you to Michelle Bennett. Michelle is one of the prenatal services workers at the YWCA. She's held this position for 3 years, and she's been affiliated with the YWCA for 5 years. And she is the mother of 2 adult children and 2 beautiful grandchildren. She holds a master's degree in early childhood education. She's been working in early childhood for about 13 years, so that's a long time. She knows what she's talking about. She's been a nanny for families. She loves to educate about awareness for maternal infant mortality, sleep, safe sleep, postpartum depression, and just a whole lot of stuff in regards to prenatal care. So she would love to see more moms advocating for their health. So we're going to talk a little bit about that today. We also have Lawanda Jones. She is the Prenatal Services Manager for YWCA Early Education Program. She holds a bachelor's degree in sociology from Maryville University and a master's degree in healthcare management from Lindenwood University. She's a mother of 2 with 14 years of experiences working in the program. She also serves as a community cabinet leader for the Flourish Through Generated Health that really supports organizations to strategize and implement ways to support African American pregnant women in low-income communities. So she's doing some serious work out there in our community. So welcome. And then last but not least, we have a BNA STL member. It's Charity Bean. She is a certified pregnancy and childbirth doula. She is also a certified medical assistant, CNA, and I am so proud to say this, a current student nurse at Cassia College over in Illinois. So she has worked in the medical field for over 12 years in a lot of different specialties, but however, her passion is with moms and babies. You know, I don't do the moms and babies, but we're gonna learn about the moms and babies today. So I'm gonna let you have it. All right, she's definitely a huge advocate for women's health, especially in Black women, and take pride. She also is the owner of Doula Services of Doula Bean Maternal Care LLC, and a member, like I said, of the BNA on many committees. And really her ultimate goal is to become a CMP. So she's gonna be talking to me about being a nurse practitioner myself, and start her own women's health clinic hospital centered around Black women. So welcome all 3 ladies to our show. Y'all experiences and background is just crazy. So I'm so excited to learn about what you guys are doing. So let's start off with you, Michelle. Michelle, as a prenatal services worker, tell us a little bit about the program at the YWCA, because I don't know a lot of people really know what the services that you guys provide. So give us a little insight about what you guys do in the program.
Yes, so we offer lactation support, we offer nutrition education, and we offer safe sleep training. All of these are done through our socialization, which are held every Wednesday afternoon, about an hour of the mom's time to educate them on these topics. We also go into drug and alcohol abuse. We also provide cab rides to and from the doctor's office, as well as the WIC appointments that they may have. We also have a mental health consultant on board to help with postpartum depression. And we have a nurse practitioner who serves as a postpartum nurse. They will get their postpartum assessment within 6 weeks after birth.
Oh, wow. That is a lot of different services. And I had no clue that you guys were doing all of that at the services. Okay.
Absolutely. Lawanda, as the manager, what type of disparities do you see in the women that are enrolled in your program? And what are the needs of the moms? I guess the biggest needs of the moms that you're seeing that are parts of the program?
So the biggest needs that I'm seeing most of the time is women not having the access that they need to healthcare. And so one of our goals is to make sure they have that. So we make sure we have someone on board that can kind of jump through a couple of loops sometimes to get women enrolled into get health insurance coverage. Another thing we're finding is the lack of nutrition. And so as Michelle said, one of the things we do is offer education on certain topics, and nutrition is one. And so what we're doing right now is we're offering supplies where moms can cook the items that are being demonstrated to them through our nutrition consultant. And we're just doing a variety of things to help them get what they need and let them understand that healthy eating is very important during pregnancy. And even if they don't have groceries, we will go out and buy the groceries for them. Another thing that we are seeing a lot of is a huge impact on housing. There's a lot of issues with moms not having adequate housing anymore, especially with the decrease in employment. And so with the initial COVID relief funding and everything, it initially stopped, but I found out that it started back up to help moms with housing because we started to get a lot of moms who were displaced. So we are providing an opportunity for all the moms who are enrolled to be a part of our education program, as well as helping them with their social service needs. So that means if they're in crisis and they need assistance paying bills, we're assisting paying those bills. We're assisting with that rent because we don't want our moms displaced, especially bringing a new baby into the world. If they say they need food, clothing, whatever it is, we make sure they have it.
Absolutely. And, thank you for that information, Lawanda, because a lot of people don't realize that all of these different factors factor into when a woman becomes pregnant and the challenges that they face every single day. We just think, oh, okay, they pregnant, they finna have a baby, they maybe get on WIC services, to kind of help with the food, but a lot of different, maybe they don't even just have somewhere to stay, they don't even know, where they gonna even take their baby when they come home from the hospital, who's going to help to support them. So it's absolutely a lot of different things that play a part in it. I was on this website called, let me give you the right name, the National Partnership for Women and Families, and it talked about Black women and their income level is about $36,000 per year, which is $21,000 less than the median wages for white or non-Hispanic men. So we already at a disadvantage. And then when you factor in everything else with, like you talked about, not having access to appropriate medical care, that really plays a factor in, the outcomes and the health of the woman during the pregnancy, because stress is high, right? We're worried about how we going to eat, how we going to feed the baby, how we going to get the insurance, how we going to get to and from the clinic, to even get the prenatal care. So a lot in which we know stress in the Black community affects us, long term. So later on in life, when we wonder why we have the diabetes and we have the high blood pressure, this all factors in and it plays a part. So thank you for sharing that. Because that information is just really critical. So Ms. Charity, you work on the flip side. So you work with moms and babies, pregnancy, or like once they learn that they're pregnant, then you begin, working with them as, as they go and transition through their pregnancy. So tell us a little bit about what is a doula anyway, because a lot of people have never even heard of a doula. What do they do? Do they need one? Us Black women, we try to be strong and like, I got this, my mama can help me, and
Ooh.
all of this type of stuff. I don't need nobody. I got cousins and aunties, and everybody can give me opinions, and everybody gonna offer their opinion.
That's right.
But do they need a doula? Like, tell them what is a doula?
You absolutely do need a doula. So a doula, actually, what we do, we educate, we advocate, we support, and we empower pregnancy, labor, childbirth, and even the postpartum period. And how we provide that is by being that educated person who knows the ins and outs of pregnancy and labor, and being there to help you make the best decisions, having that informed choice for yourself. Because a lot of times what happens, and especially when people are like, well, what I need, almost like a birth coach, like as my friend Bernice says, my doula sister, your birth godmother. I'm your fairy birth godmother.
Yeah.
Providing that, letting you know, hey, you have an option. Like, for example, letting you know things that people don't even seem to know, that you don't have to stick with that provider. If you go to this provider, say you had a cesarean 5 years ago, and you go back to that provider and you're like, hey, I want to try vaginal birth this time. And they're like, no, we don't do that. Once a cesarean, all cesarean. And a lot of people have that mentality and believe that that's something that they have to do. And it's like, no. And then you assume that you're stuck with this provider because you've been going to them so long, especially as Black women or in the Black community, we don't seem to question providers a lot. It's like, no, go in there, know you have a voice, know that you have a choice. And if you tell me no, can you explain to me the medical reason as to why you think I can't do this? So that's why when I say we advocate and we empower, saying things like that, letting my clients know, they need to give you a reason. They need to give you a medical reason, ask the right questions. And even so, making sure you don't get duped by like a doctor. Let's say you say, oh, my doctor said I can labor in any position I want to. I want to clarify that. Yeah, they'll let you labor in any position you want to. But your question is, can I push in any position I want to? Because now we get to this point, they telling you to lay on, okay, time to sit down, lay down. And you're like, oh, no, I thought I was going to do this. So make sure that provider supports your wishes as long as it is safe for you and baby to do. And a lot of times they don't seem to do that. So as a doula, that is the things that we do. For example, a lot of people, I can say with myself, because I had my son at 18, nobody told me about inductions. I just knew I was going to come get a baby out. I'm sitting there all day, and I literally sat there in the bed for hours. Nobody told me to get up. Hey, use a birthing ball. Let's let gravity work to do its thing. Let's help get your mind prepared, because you, like you said, your grandma, your aunts, and all them, instead of sitting there and empowering you and praying over you and wishing you the best and telling you got this, you can do this, is, oh girl, them contractions the worst thing in the world. And oh, it's just when you get that, we're gonna feel that you need to get that epidural. And it's just like, what? You're pumping your birth trauma into me. So let's reshape birth culture, and having a doula there reminding you, hey, you can do this. Hey, let's get up. Hey, let's empower your birth. That is what we do as doulas.
Ooh, wait a minute, I gotta stop you, because you said putting your birth trauma inside of me. And that is the first time I have heard that. And we talk a lot about, trauma in our community as childhood trauma, but this is the first time I heard someone say your birth trauma, because I know that a lot of, in the Black community, we have strong opinions. We can have strong opinions, especially as mothers, as aunts, cousins, we have that, well, that happened to me, then that's gonna happen to you, and that, I'm so glad you said that, because I'm sure a lot of people that's listening today needed to hear that they have a voice, and also to question your providers. I think we feel like, they the providers, they the doctors, they went to school for a long time, they know what's best. No, actually, we know what's best for our bodies. We just
sometimes they do know what's best, but they need to have a conversation. So you walk away informed about what it is that you're agreeing to. That's all it is about.
That's all.
Exactly. Yeah. Education and communication. And
it's about informed consent.
Yes, a dual, conversation, a back and forth, not, okay, this is what we're doing and that's it. No, let's have a dialogue together. Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing I run into. Like, I'm not saying, and that's how like doulas get a bad name, especially the ones that come in there with their own biases or carrying their birth trauma and pumping that into this. I need you to understand how we can, and that's what I'm working to do, to understand how we can combine doula care, modern medicine, all these things to work together to have the best birth outcome. Because at the end of the day, I need that mama to come home and I need that baby to come home alive. Yeah. That's what matters to me. I keep that space sacred. I keep it everything in line, keep you focused, helping us to do this birth. People go and thinking birth is just, oh, I go and have a baby. Baby, birth ain't glitters, unicorns, and rainbows. That's not what this is. Like, this is real life, and things can change and they can happen. And I want, especially in the Black community, to start investing more in our pregnancy and take it more seriously. And again, like, set your boundaries. If your mama is gonna come in there and telling you, you know, ooh, just pump it, I will clear a room. If somebody in there just pumping all they negative, ooh, girl, yeah, I know it hurt. Because when it was me, I'm like, that's so sweet, Grandma Z. You know, we gonna focus on something else. You know, let's play some music. Like, let's do these things. You're getting in that person's mind. Don't defeat her before she had an opportunity to win here. I think that's foolish.
Yes, absolutely.
In defense of our elders, though, Charity, you know, I've heard stories about the ward that women had babies in, and how their pain was not appreciated or accepted. And so as they went to birth the kids, people said, oh, you know, things like, you better not cry now because you wasn't crying when you was getting it.
Yes.
Those are stories that I've heard from my elder women. So in fairness to them, it's not that they're trying to be negative. Sometimes it's truly that's what you said, though. It's their trauma. It's unhealed, and they weren't heard. And so they're like,
absolutely. And I never want to just do the thing. I love my elders, and I always say, you know,
it can be a beautiful
time and place for that. You know, let's talk about that later after we get her through this.
That's it.
You know,
that's it. That's it.
But I love it because I want to hear that stories. My aunt inspired me to be a doula. I never forget even being a child. And I remember looking at her stomach when she say how that doctor like butchered her, literally like cut her open like a pie to have a cesarean.
But then going back too, though, to say, Auntie, I'm so sorry that happened to you.
Yes, and I did, and now that I'm older, I could talk to like, Auntie, I'm sorry that happened to you. That wasn't right, because now I have the knowledge to know that wasn't right. You know, but again, it's like controlling that space. When she's in that transition mode, that active labor, I can't have you pumping that. She already about to give up. So we got to talk about that later. You know, and we can laugh later.
The room. That's it. Well, we know that women don't have babies alone, though, y'all. So do either of your organizations offer any services to men or folks that are assisting mothers with prenatal care, or single dads out there trying to make a difference, or any support for their male partners?
Yes.
Go ahead.
So our program, we have a male involvement specialist on board.
At the YWCA?
YWCA, yes. He works directly with the fathers. And then when we have our parent education meetings, we not only have mom on board, but if dad is in the family and involved during that time, we have him come on also. So the same information that mom gets, dad will get that same information. We let them know that not only is there postpartum depression for mothers, there's also postpartum depression for fathers. Fathers go through the same thing. Fathers go through all of the symptoms that moms have during early pregnancy. Dads can have them too. So we help the moms sometimes to understand, don't push dad off and make dad feel bad because he's feeling that too. So we make sure we educate the entire family, not just mom. Our goal is to educate the whole family, help the whole family. And then when that baby comes after 6 weeks, transition that child into an early childhood center so that the education for the child can continue on through 5 years of age, and then they transition on to kindergarten. So we like to stick with the family from pregnancy throughout childhood.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that too, because I was checking out your website and I seen some pictures of, you know, individuals that had came in early, you know, at the beginning through the YWCA programs, and then now they graduated from, you know, from college. And so I think that's absolutely wonderful. That's like a collaborative approach. And that's something that we keep hearing in the community all the time. And in healthcare now is that collaborative approach, you know, hitting it from all sides, not just medical care, but mental health care and all these different services, because it's really holistic and it's really addressing every single need that patient has. So that's absolutely wonderful that I seen that on your website.
Yeah, thank you.
So Michelle, what challenges do you have as a worker in the prenatal services? So Charity, you know, she's a doula. So do you guys offer that or give them information about obtaining a doulas, and what's the biggest thing you see?
We do have a couple of doulas that come and speak at our socializations on Wednesdays. So they are, the moms are aware of the doulas, and we try to hook them up together. I do have a mom that just gave birth, and she had a doula, and she did water birth. So I'm excited to hear about that. I hope she come on our socialization and tell us about her experience. My biggest challenge is just trying to get these moms to roll over in their bed, click that button on their phone, and get on the socialization so they can be educated. You know, you don't have to, we used to come together, which I really don't like right now. We can't come together because we build our rapport with our moms. So it's a little challenging now, but just trying to get them more involved and get them onto those socializations. Just doing a home visit. We provide home visits too, which are done over the phone. Just making sure mom is going to the doctor, making sure she's eating right, making sure she's taking her prenatal vitamins. Different little topics we talk to them about. It could be about the mom or about the dad. So just, and then informing the mom, you know, give dad that bonding time as well. You know, even if you're breastfeeding, pump that milk so he can be able to feed the baby and diaper the baby, and also enjoy that bonding. So I will say getting them to those socializations and them home visits is the
Yeah, because I think Lawanda touched on that in her bio. That's one of the things that you try to, and I've been on you, I do my research. I've been on your Facebook page, and I've seen every post from Lawanda saying, hey, come out, find out about our program. This is what we do, and, you know, putting it out there. So yeah, we see, you know, even from the Black Nurses Association, just educating our people that these resources are available and they out there for us to tackle. So that us as policymakers, in my job, I work in corrections. So, you know, I advocate for, you know, healthy moms that are pregnant while incarcerated. So they have to go home. They have to take care of their babies when they get released, because everybody don't stay incarcerated. So, you know, I advocate for safe delivery in correction, you know, women that are having babies in jail, that they not shackled when they go to the hospital and it's time to have the baby. We got to do something. We got to figure out what's the plan, because we can't have the baby, the mom shackled to a bed and have as normal birth and experience as she can. So we, you know, I work on my end to advocate for those type of things, and I know the MBNA does as well. That's one of our missions. So it really takes us in the community to do what we're doing. So I definitely give you ladies kudos for everything that you're doing, and we just got to get that message out there. We got to, you know, get them to get the services. It's here. It's, you know, and sometimes free, you know, so let us help you. And I know we're not the biggest people that want to ask for help, but we definitely just trying to, you know, get the information out there for sure. So what are some of the tips that you can tell our listeners about, you know, getting involved and, you know, accessing the services that we have? What's the biggest tip, or what do you want to say to these people that's like the naysayers, like, I don't need this help? Like, what can we tell them? Do y'all give any incentives at all?
You need the help. You need it. It's out there. Get it. We're here. We're caring. Oh God, our heart is so big. It's we got the biggest heart. We're gonna do whatever we can in our power to make you safe and to make sure that you have a happy and healthy baby. So that's where I stand.
Yeah. As far as me, as I always say, get you a doula, sis. You don't know you need a doula until you need a doula. And that's the ones that hit me up like, I just wish I had you in my birth. I know, baby, and that's okay, but I got you during this postpartum period. Because you, again, having that person, that voice there for you when you feel like you don't have one, that support. And not only that, like with dads, I pull dads in. Oh, I'm not sitting here doing all this work, baby. My back got to last me. I need you to come over here because you got her in this. So I need you to help us get her out. So let's do this. We working together. So empowering families, my goal is to rebuild Black families and just let you know, hey, again, we are here. We are resources. We are here to increase better birth outcomes and make sure that we are thriving and not just continue to try to survive. Come get this help. Get this love. I'm giving it away. Get this love.
Get you a doula, sis.
Get you a
she got shirts and everything.
I love it.
Get you a doula. Whole community baby shower. Come on out. Come get these resources, this free love. Come understand the importance of it. Which the goal of that is to rebuild the birth culture, because I do want us to stop thinking about just the glitz and glamour, because inside there I have Black-owned credit work. I want people to start thinking about their future, setting this child up for a future. Financial institutes like US Bank, start saving $1 a week now, and when that child comes to you at 12 years old on the SPS 27, because ain't no telling what it's gonna be then, you know, you got the money, it's in the bank, you've been saving for the longest. Or something we don't do in the Black community, like when our child goes off or decides to get into this world, where here's a check for $10,000 to start you off, because I've been saving since I found out I was having you. You know, those type of things. And like you saying, the nutrition. So all of this will be in my community baby shower. I want us to start thinking bigger, not just this pregnancy and this first year of life. I want you to think about this child's entire life, and let's make this better and a better space for everyone.
Great. Great
it.
advice. I love it. I'm gonna hit you with this website real quick before Mia say what she's gonna say. Go to
You don't know what I'm gonna say.
Go to www.nationalpartnership.org. I like this little website because it talked about all the disparities that we have, and then it also talked about what can we do to improve the health in our community. They talk about expanding and maintaining access to healthcare, providing that patient-centered approach that we just talked about for our folks, addressing those social determinants, because our environment plays a good part in how, you know, we address certain things. We talk about expanding paid and family medical leave, because we don't take enough time out soon, because we got to get back to work, because guess what? We got to work, we got to pay them bills, the rent's due, the car notes due, we behind. So we don't take the full 2 months or however much, you know, maternity leave that you get off at work. Sometimes we got to cut that chart and you got to go back to work in 3 weeks, you know. So trying to work with our HR departments to improve that, you know, expand protections for pregnant workers, improving the safety and quality improvement initiatives, you know, all type of things. It's a really good website, so I definitely want you to hit that up. So Mia, what you was going to say?
I was going to ask, how can we help? How can the Black Nurses Association of Greater St. Louis support and collaborate with both the YWCA and Doula Bean and maternity care and the overall health of African Americans in our community? How can we help?
Well, I would say,
Wait.
I'm sorry. I would say you guys can help by, like we're doing right now, help it getting the word out there, because there's so many people that don't know that the help is out there. There's people that have their children even enrolled in our program that don't know there's a prenatal services program. And so.
Oh, Miss Jones, we lost you.
Yeah, you cutting out.
Breaker 19, breaker 19.
She'll be back. That's that connection.
When she come back, I would say for me, like she said, continue to spread the word. I would love that for you guys to have a table, even in my community baby shop, because you don't know how many girls, especially my heart goes out to the young moms, because I was a teen mom, and coming in and, you know, just hearing from us and seeing somebody look like me say, dang, you became a nurse practitioner, or, you know, I started here, you know, letting them know you guys as well as a resource to encourage and empower you. Because how many times have I been in and out of nurse school and finally continue to go, like saying, just because you had a child doesn't mean your life is over. Let us help you, support you get in a career that can be beneficial for you as well as your child, and provide a sustainable lifestyle, if not even greater. You know, just being just being the example of being incredible Black women like you are, and showing, hey, we can do this. You know, that's my biggest thing. They know it don't matter where you came from, what you look, guess what, sis, you can do this. So that's my biggest part.
Wait a minute, talk about this baby shower. Now explain to us what this baby shower is, because they don't know.
Right.
This is my heart. It is a community baby shower. And I used to always go to community baby showers that hospitals was having locally around in my area. And I'm like, this ain't community, ain't nothing happening. Like, it's just, ugh. So I said, you know what, let me do it myself. So last year I put on one during COVID, and this year it grew. It is humongous. And I actually have the backing now on this side of water, like Southern Illinois Healthcare Foundation, things like that. So in this baby shower, not only are you going to see many, oh goodness, did I lose it? Oh, I'm still here. No, okay, yeah. Many local doulas that people didn't even know existed. And guess what? We Black, you know, knowing that, because a lot of people think this is something like a hippie white thing. No, baby, this is our history. This is our heritage. We've been doing this. We've been helping birth this nation. Come get into this knowledge. So come on out and get this love and this help. So you're going to meet Black doulas, Black lactation workers. As I said before, credit works, US Bank, Prime America, life insurance. We're thinking about the bigger picture. We are no longer out here scratching, trying to survive. I want you to know that we can thrive. Come meet somebody about prenatal massage. Come learn about chiropractic care during your pregnancy to help get your back in alignment. Learning about just being in alignment in general. Your womb health. I got people come in who are catering food, doing raffling off like meal preps, because you go home, you ain't got no support. Let that food be in there, baby. Warm that food up. You ain't got to be trying to cook no whole meal. You need to rest. You need to let your body get back together. It takes 12 to 18 months in actuality to truly heal mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally after having a child. Because you a new woman. As my friend said, the baby was born, you in a pamper, and she in a pamper. You got to get it together. So we got to relearn.
When is this next baby shower? When is the next one?
October the 10th. It's going to be at Jones Plaza here in Fairview Heights, Illinois, another Black-owned banquet hall. So you guys are more than welcome. I love you have a table. It's open to the public, giving away free diapers and wipes and more. Come get these resources and this free love and learn how you can empower your pregnancy or your birth. You don't have to be pregnant. You could have smaller children. It's open to everybody. I don't care how old the kids is. Everybody's welcome.
Okay.
Hold on, give me the date. Give me the date one more time.
October the 10th, 2021, from 12 to 5 p.m. And it's going to be at Jones Plaza here in Fairview Heights. It's like right off the highway near the Fairview Heights Metrolink station. So again, it's open to the public. I want everybody to come and just learn even the simplest thing. Like, I can get up when I'm laboring. Sis, you can. Did you know you can sit on this birthing ball, sis? Yes, you can. You sure can.
Yeah, okay, we need that flyer so we can put that out there on our social media pages so we can have support you and support the mission. So absolutely, we can do that.
I will send it over.
All right, so YWCA, what we doing next? What y'all got going on? Y'all have any events coming up? How can they get in contact with you if they want to enroll in the program? Where do they go? Oh, you on mute, Miss Jones.
First, I got kicked out, and then it muted me. Okay, I'm
that ain't. We sorry.
So they can go to www.ywcastlouis.org. So that's ywcastlouis.org. And all of the information is there on our website about enrollment. So if they want to enroll, they'll just click the link for enrollment.
Okay, perfect. And let me get it.
So that's another they could do. If they go on our Facebook page and they express interest on the Facebook page, we will reach out to them.
Okay, perfect. And I want to shout out, because this is something that the Black Nurses Association is going to be involved in, is the National Diaper Need Awareness Week. And that's going to be September the 27th through October the 3rd, because that's another thing that we don't touch on. Some people don't even have enough money for the diapers, or don't, and they keep their kids in diapers for way longer, which of course is going to lead to infection, breakdown of the skin, all type of things. So, we don't even think about that, but diapers are so expensive. I got a 2-year-old and I'm trying to get him out of the diapers right now. So I know how expensive that they are. So yeah, it's women and mothers out there that need that help. So definitely you can go to their website too, the stldiaperbank.org, and you can find out how you can get involved. The Black Nurses Association of Greater St. Louis, we're going to do a little fundraiser and diaper drive and collect those diapers, and then be able to take it to the bank so we can deliver it and help some mommies out. So that's another thing that we got going on. So Mia, tell the folks how they can get in contact with the Black Nurses Association of Greater St. Louis.
You can reach out to us at www.bna-stlouis.org or on our Facebook or Instagram page at BNA Greater St. Louis.
All right, perfect. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Miss Lawanda. Thank you, Charity Bean. Y'all was awesome today. Thank you for being on the show. And thank you guys for tuning in to the President's Podcast with the Black Nurses Association of Greater St. Louis. Be sure to tune in on the second Wednesday of the month at 7 p.m. on our BNA STL Facebook and Instagram pages, Anchor, Spotify, and anywhere that you listen to your podcast. And please be sure to like and share our social media pages and subscribe to our YouTube channel. So thanks again, and tune in next time, because we are the pulse of
all things nursing
in the loop.
Thank you.
Thank you.